Hello there, and good morning. We're taking a look today at Judges number 17, and we're looking at a little history of a man named Micah. And we're going to pick up, and what we're going to talk about is verse 5 and 6. With an emphasis on verse 6. Verse 6, it says, "In those days there was no king in Israel. Everyone did what is right in his own eyes." And what that is saying is that there isn't anybody there to call a crime, and there isn't anybody there to sentence punishment or anything like that. That person would just do as they want to, as they see fit. And that we can see that rising up again. We can see that rising up here in our day, in our society, that people do what they feel is good, and there is no moral compass. And here, even though, when you read verse 5, it says, "The man Micah had a shrine and made an ephod and household idols, and he consecrated one of his sons who became his priest." See, Micah is sort of making his own religion here. He says household idols, and there is no king in Israel. There's nobody there to say, hey, what you're doing is wrong. And he just goes about and does it. And we look at today's days, especially with same-sex marriages. There's not a lot of people standing up saying it's wrong. There's so much pressure on the churches to force them to say it's right, instead of telling them and standing up and saying it's wrong. And there are churches who will say it's wrong. But the sad part is there are a lot that are saying it's right. And we know, you read Romans, it will tell you it's wrong. It's wrong. This is not a debate about that. This is a debate about lawlessness. This is a talk about lawlessness. And without law, how do we know what is right or wrong? Without God writing on the tablet of our heart, his moral compass, how do we know what's right and wrong? Without knowing what is there. So God has done that for us. And now, by way of the Holy Spirit, we know what is right and what is wrong. God is our King. He is our leader. My prayer for you today is that you will get closer to the Holy Spirit, that you will be able to hear the Holy Spirit, and that the Holy Spirit will be able to better guide us, that we will be able to better follow him into what is right, into what brings life, into what exhorts, into what lifts up, into what teaches. That is my hope, that we get closer to the Holy Spirit, that he will keep us in line with what the Father says is the law of the land, which is the way to live our lives. I lived my life the way I wanted to. I was in total control for many years. Absolutely what I wanted to was what was done. And it only led me to the thoughts of suicide. I'm very grateful now that I have boundaries to live within. And there is an amazing freedom within those boundaries. I'm glad that the Father in heaven is my King. Jesus, his Son, has made a way, and the Holy Spirit is here, riding on your heart. Have a super day, guys. I love you all.